Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country 2. So, a funny story as we jump into Gusty Glade here, which is a sick level by the way. And we get to listen to the forest interlude music some more. Yeah, my Switch Online membership actually ran out between the recording of the last part and this one, and I recorded the last part about like 4 hours ago, and then I put my Switch into sleep mode and I was like, I'll come back later and continue recording, and then yeah, my Switch Online membership ran out, so I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to get to that renewed if I want to actually finish this Let's Play. Which admittedly, so I was sitting there and, oh wow, I was kind of just like looking at it as I was about to get it, because I was considering getting the expansion pack. I've never bought the expansion pack, but with GameCube coming out on the Switch 2 here in a bit, I was sitting there thinking it might be kind of cool to have. I really want to keep Radley. You don't need Radley, but I kind of like having him for this. Okay, good thing he went that way that time. Because with some of these holes here, so you'll notice the wind is kind of blowing. It's like Super Mario Bros. The Lost levels. But just have some faith, and sometimes the wind will carry you as you need it. But I ended up not getting the expansion pack, admittedly. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this bonus room, by the way. Admittedly, I would say that, like I said, I was really thinking about it, but I was just like, I really don't think I need the expansion pack, honestly. Maybe if I was to let's play some N64 games in the not too distant future. I've already played and I didn't get the 3 lives, whoops. Admittedly, I've already played most of the GameCube games that I really want to do a Let's Play of, with one of the major ones that I want to cover still, I am planning to admittedly do in the not too distant future, hopefully. But I won't say what that is, even though there's a chance you might already know. Alright, let's make sure we do this jump. Big jump. You gotta be more precise with this jump. Gotta get into the cannon here. I'm trying to remember the DK. Is this the level that... Is this another level that has the DK coin as like an end of goal thing? No, that was the swamp level, was it not? Or was it? No, it's the other forest one that has it, that we're gonna be doing today. That's a spicy, very spicy level. I've kind of been like absolutely terrified of this part, admittedly. Will I hit this? Oh wow, I actually did. That's crazy. Okay. But I was like, N64 stuff, I think we'll see when that time comes, because with most of my N64 Let's Plays so far, or really all of them, I've just done them on oh, what's it called? Like their native PC ports, because a lot of them have gotten that nowadays, like Mario 64 and the Zelda games. But if I ever did something like Banjo-Kazooie, which admittedly I've never actually played Banjo-Kazooie, but I don't know. Okay, this is where the hero coin is, by the way. You're gonna want to grab the coin and try to get as far over as you can, and from here we should be able to just launch out of the barrel and straight to the end, so not too bad. But yeah, I got the individual membership. I'm like, that's all I'm gonna need. Just playing some Super Nintendo, and maybe I'll do like some NES stuff in the not too distant future. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever I just end up doing. But really, I just want to be able to play online, especially when the Switch 2 comes out. Which, for reference, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're recording this far in advance. The Switch 2 pre-orders still haven't gone up in the US, for reference. So yeah, it's fun. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get one at launch, so we'll find out. I was like, I know DKC2 pretty well. I don't feel like I need to record it like close to when it goes up. And plus the first game is gonna go up in the not too distant future anyway, so. But yeah, it's just interesting. I don't think I've missed the first bonus room. I think it's up ahead. So this is Parrot Shoot Panic. Another one of those levels that I think is just really, really difficult, honestly. I want to say it's right here. Essentially, there's a certain point where you're like going down and you kind of just want to hold off to the left. This is a very weird level because you have to like slowly descend down most of the time. I think it's right here. So you're gonna want to like hold up here and just go over to the left, and you should barely make it. Hit X and get off. But yeah, this level, my first playthrough, was like one of the hardest in the entire game. I had so much trouble with it, and then the level after it's even harder. I really like this world now, but on my first playthrough, this world had me like questioning this game a little bit. I was like, what the heck? Some of this stuff is actually just crazy, but it's worth it, I promise. It's great. Okay, careful. That's what happens when you're not careful enough. This is the side you don't really want to go down. That's right. Okay. Doesn't help that, like, I feel like it takes me just a little too long to, like, course correct a little bit. Oh, this part's done. Cool. That's the midpoint barrel, too. Where's the last bonus room? There's still one more, because obviously we got the hero coin right at the start. I'm trying to remember. This is a level where I don't remember the secrets super duper well. Oh, it's right here. I remember now. Yeah, because there's this porcupine. What you want to do is you want to jump off to the left here and do some wall climbing to get to the other bonus room. That one's not too bad to find, I guess. This is a destroy them all, so be ready to destroy all the zingers. Just keep moving. Spam the nuts or the eggs or whatever these things are. I always thought they were nuts. And then kill this guy. And that's all the secrets for this level, thankfully. We just got to get to the end. And it's like it's just a very, very slow descent down into madness, really. Like right here, we got to cram right through. Then we got to do the same thing here. And you can do it there if you want to get those extra banana coins, but I'm not going to go for them. We're just going to keep going down. Yeah, holding up and down on the D-pad is how you really finish this level. Because holding up will slow your descent, holding down will make it speed up. So take advantage of that while you can. It's kind of the way to do it, really. Go ahead and take these guys out. You can get some extra banana coins up there if you want to, but I'm not going to go get it. Or I think it's just one, but I think you just, you know, you do a buddy throw and you get up there. Oh my gosh. Whew. Alright, don't miss the bird or else you're gonna die. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah. And that's pretty much the end, I think, but I'll be back there in a second. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to where we were. Was it right here? And I like missed the bird that was right down here. No, because we killed these guys, that's right. And then we wanna... Right, because I was like, yeah, you can get those banana coins right there, but I'm not going to. Okay. So let's be smart and careful about this. I think it's just down here. Listen to Flight of the Zinger a little bit. Okay, yeah, sit right above it. And yeah, this last section's just... Hopefully you're good at the precise movements here. And then wait for the openings in the zingers. I might get killed by that one. No? Alright. That's kind of good. Take it slow. Slow and steady is gonna win the race. This is gonna get me killed. Oh my god. I played that so horribly, but this is the end of the stage. So if you want to get your life or bonus item, there you go, there's a little hook. And this part's been going better than I expected so far, if I'm being completely honest. However, this next level is one of the longest in the entire game, and one of the most difficult in my opinion. So let's go ahead and grab our Funky Flights 2 for the world, to make sure we've got that for Gloomy Gulch knocked out. And let's go into Webwoods. At the very least, we get to hear the forest interlude music. Honestly, so I pretty much hated this level my first time playing this game, I'm gonna be honest, and now I admit, I do kind of like it. It's a cool level. I love the aesthetic of it in particular. It's a very beautiful stage. But man, if it is not a super frustrating level, just because of its length, really. So the main thing with Webwoods is, excuse me, Mr. Clopper. One, we'll get some items up here. It's not a bonus barrel or anything, but you can get this green balloon here. But once you enter this cave, we're not done with Animal Buddies yet, because we get to play as Squitter for this level. And this Squitter section is very, very, very long. Yeah, so hopefully you know your full kit with Squitter. It's why you should definitely know about placing the platforms below you with L and R, using up and down on the D-pad to arch your shots and whatnot, because you're just gonna really need it in this level. It comes in a lot of handy, but like for the Zinger here, we're just gonna take him out like that, and then, you know, arch our shots up with a good old A-press. Yeah, you just want to make sure you're doing this kind of stuff in this level. It's pretty smooth sailing up to the midpoint barrel, if I'm being honest. Let's see if I can't kill this crook. I think that's what those guys are called, is crooks. But yeah, just take it nice and slow. That's the main thing with this level. It's very long, but part of that is because you just have to make sure you're placing your platforms and taking it nice and slow. Take it slow, enjoy the music, and all will be fine with this level, really. We're just gonna keep moving along. Move along. And we're also getting very close to the first bonus barrel of the stage, which this is also a level that is going to have the, oh my gosh, where the DK coin is actually on the goalpost, which is part of what makes this level so hard or frustrating for going for 102%. Fair warning, if I do mess it up, I will in fact, without hesitation, just use rewind, because this is a level you really don't want to have to replay when it comes to 100%ing the game. But we are getting very close to the first bonus barrel. So you'll eventually get to... it's coming up soon. Why are the platforms despawning so quickly sometimes? That's very strange. Let's see if I can't kill this guy from here. Yeah. Eventually you're gonna get to this really big gap where a bunch of Crow Juniors are coming after you. And what you're going to want to do at said gap is go across it, and then there's gonna be a cannon guy on the other side, so it's not here. Oh, I can't believe I let myself get hit there. Just spam shots here and you'll be fine. This is the gap, by the way. That wall there is what we're gonna be using here in a bit. And I got killed. All right, I'll meet you guys back over there then. All right, we are back at the gap, which means it is time to play our cards right here. But yeah, the main thing you want to be doing here is just shooting your web platforms and killing the crows as you go. So you want to just shoot a platform, shoot a web, and then jump over to the next one. That's kind of the main strategy here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up a little bit, because eventually this guy is gonna shoot a really slow moving cannonball, and we need to keep it on our screen and cross this gap once again. You'll notice the arrow of bananas below you there. Just keep following the cannonball until the other side, and you'll get your bonus room. Which this one I think is the more annoying one of this level. Yeah, so okay, yeah, I'm not jumping too high. You want to be very, very careful. It's a find the token, and you honestly have quite a bit of time to complete it, but it doesn't change the fact that you just want to be really, really careful about going through here. So just light jumps until you get to the end, and there we go. Just gotta make our way to the end now. That's all I gotta do. But it's still gonna take a few minutes. Yeah, I figured this part, I was like, okay, last time we got through quite a few levels, and then today we're going to be doing some of the long ones with Webwoods and Parachute Panic in particular. This is a big jump that's kind of risky, but we're going to go for it. This part of the level is pretty difficult in my opinion, just because you want to make sure that your web platforms are going to be out of the range of you getting hit by the red zingers in particular. So like right here, we want to make sure we're crossing past this red zinger before he can do a full circle. And then over here is going to be our other bonus room. The main thing here is that you want to make sure you're dealing with these guys first. So you want to get high up and then take them all out. Right, there we go. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm not spitting here, because I want this guy who's up ahead here. We're going to have him shoot a cannonball, and we're just going to follow it to the back wall. Because, you know, Squidder, we can't really carry a barrel or anything, so we kind of have to rely on these cannonball shots to do the heavy lifting for us. But collect the stars. I don't know why I did that. That was so dumb. I was like, oh, I'm just going to place the platform right below me. I think we're fine, though. I don't think we have to reopen this. Oh, no, we do. Okay. All right, we're going to take these guys out once again. And at the very least, this is pretty easy to do, honestly. Compared to most stuff in this level, this really isn't that bad. So we'll go back in. We'll play our cards a little more safe. Don't do anything dumb like what I did before. Just place a platform in the middle, then we're gonna place one right below us. And we're gonna just grab all the stars and get out of here. And there we go, 60 out of 75. Only 15 more crime coins to go. We're doing great. We just gotta get to the end, which we're not super far from at this point. Yeah, this is it, right here. Awesome. So like I said, the coin at the end doesn't last long. You're gonna wanna wait till the one banana's there and shoot near the end of that. So I'm gonna concentrate for a second here. And there we go. That is everything in Webwoods. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna finish up with the boss today. Which is Creepy Crow. So Crow's back and harder than before, really. So the thing with this fight is you can't really hurt Crow himself for a little bit. Oh wow, I'm used to the final phase. So just wait on the crows, and what you're going to need to do is you need to hit the real one. So we need to avoid the ghost ones, which I didn't do a good job of hitting the main one. So avoid all the ghost ones until the real one shows up. There he is. So we're gonna jump a little earlier, hit him, and then you just want to hold your barrel until Creepy Crow here comes down. Now, the thing I recommend actually is being Diddy for this, because what we're gonna need to do is start climbing. This part is pretty difficult, especially because I don't really have the sound cues. You want to be paying attention for the sound cues of the eggs and avoiding that. Because they, like, whenever you hear the egg, it's going to drop wherever you are, so you're going to need to get out of the way and get your butt moving. So hit this guy, we're going to wait for this last one to come out, and then we'll just wait on Crow to come over here to hit him. It's only 3 hits to win the fight, but it is admittedly a little more difficult than some of the other bosses in the game up to this point, in my opinion at least. Like, I'm dead here, so I'll meet you guys back over there. Alright, here we go. Ah, I should have known that that was gonna come like that. Alright, here we go. Alright, just gotta not get hit at the very end. Which this is the hardest part of the fight, of course. You have a lot less ground, and they come a lot faster, so I'll meet you guys back there once again. Yeah, you just gotta make sure your jumping is needed, make sure you get that hit in, and then you gotta avoid 2 more at the end. And that's gonna be it. Once Crow just makes his dive on in here, he is dead, and we can get our crime coin to finish off Gloomy Gulch and move on to the game's final world. Kind of. And also, definitely, kind of not. But yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and end this part here, and I will see you guys next time, where we'll be beginning K. Rool's Keep. Bye-bye.